What's happening in Division 2? It's Bear Essentials and I'm Bear Byers. Hey, a lot of things going on today. It is Tuesday, time for update in the weekly. So there's a lot of stuff going on today. So let's get right to the allotted loot. Over in the west is Murakami Industries. Down in the south is Pistols. And in the east is marksmanship rifles. Over in West End is Aroldi Holdings. Federal Emergency Bunker, which is one of the new manhunt missions, is Wyvern Gear. Down in Foggy Bottom, Grupo Sombra, Potomac Event Center, Strikers Battle Gear. Roosevelt Island, also one of the new manhunts, is gloves. Lincoln Memorial, that'd be a good day to get some exotics if you need those coyote or vial mask. They'll be dropping there. Over in West Potomac Park, we have Hunter's Fury. Richter and Kaiser down in Tidal Basin. Walker Harrison Co. at Constitutional Hall. Skill attachments at DCD. The Magnus Manhunt, you'll find it in Downtown West, and you'll be able to fire Negotiator's Dilemma. Not bad. Bank Headquarters, also another Magnus Manhunt mission this week. And it is hardwired. Around the White House, we can find Rigger. Over in Downtown East, we can locate Douglas and Harding. Another chance to get knees at Grand Washington Hotel. District Union looks like it's the legendary of the week, and it is Eclipse Protocol today. Federal Triangle submachine guns. Jefferson Trade assault rifles. Viewpoint Museum just regular rifles. East Mall is Bellstone Armory. Ongoing directive at American History Museum. Are invaded for the week. It looks like it's Capitol Building, and it has Golan Gear today. Air and Space, Seska Veropa. Down in Southwest, we have Federus, Aces and Eights at Space Administration, which is invaded. Jefferson Plaza invaded, and it is Empress International. Heading up to Judicial Square, we have Alp Summit. On the outlying area, we have Holsters at Manning Zoo. Coney Island Amusement Park, Tip of the Spear. Coney Island Ballpark, Body Armor. Camp White Oak, Providence Defense. Hannah U at the Pentagon, 511 at DARPA. Heading over to New York, let's see if we can figure it out. Yeah, I think we got it. So Overlord's Armament in Civic Center. Petrov in the Tombs. True Patriot in Two Bridges. Strain and Tanker, Gilligard. Financial District, China Light Industries. Gear System Mods at Wall Street. Heading out there to Liberty Island and Keener, we get Badger Tough. Rifles at Battery Park. And last but not least, at Pathway Park, we got Future Initiative for all you guys looking to complete those skill builds. So our weekly and daily projects for the season past, we have District Union. So District Union and is our daily, our regular daily is Stranded Tanker and Two Bridges activities. Our weekly is Grand Washington Hotel, Jefferson Trade Center, and District Union Arena. So you knock out your seasonal pass, you'll be knocking out one of your dailies as well. We got shade requisitions to give away. So we only were able to, on a personal thing, one of the things that we do here at Bear Essentials is we give away exotics. We're going to have 4 to give away out of our shade cache today. And we only got to 236. We wanted to get to 250. That was very ambitious. We said that. Just thought we'd put an astronomical number up there and see if we got there. Missed it. And then the secondary was 240, and we just missed it as well. So this week we're going to try to go for the trifecta, which is doing all legendaries on all 4 characters, doing the shade request, and doing the summit on all 4 characters. That would generate 12 exotics just from those guys. So we got on our daily DZ or conflict, we have 1 extraction from any dark zone, neutralize 5 agents. Pretty easy there. Neutralize 10 agents and extraction from each dark zone. That's actually a pretty easy weekly. So going over to the seasons, remember we got our 100 levels to get. Remember at 55 you need to get your Scorpio, at 90 your waveform, and if you want to be able to replay your 3rd, 2nd, or 1st season, that's 48, 53, and 58. And 3rd season you have to go to Coney Island Amusement Park. At 53 you have to go to DARPA, and at 58 you can replay season 1's Manhunt by going through Roosevelt Island. Now when you get there, you got to change your mission and make sure that it is you're going after Jupiter, or you're going after Keener, or you're going after who's the Hornet, season 2's Hornet. So depending on one of those, make sure you're on the right mission. So just toggle through it. Just like if you want to do a stronghold and you haven't completed all the invadeds that week, but you want to do it on a regular, you can toggle through and it'll go into just the regular mode instead of the invaded mode, and you'll be able to force in there. Now looking at our seasons, the On Guard apparel event has finally officially ended. So they did give us an extra week, but they didn't give us an extra week, second extra week this week. The Kestrel League is over, and the Shade Exposed. So if you didn't use your stars, they're gone. But the only thing we do have today is Magnus. And remember, every time we have a new manhunt, we have that 2 times multiplier. So if you go over to Magnus and you press X, you'll see how much of the 10.5 million experience you'll be able to acquire. You're going to get doubled for everything you do up until that point. So if you do a mission and it's 500,000 points, no, it's going to be worth 1 million. So normally we run our daily project on challenging with 4 directives, and it usually gets us around 1 million points. But today it's going to get us 2 million points just for doing that one mission. So by the time we do it 4 times, 1 on each character, we're going to have 8 million today. So doing 4 missions, we're going to end up with 8 million experience right off the bat. And then of course we're going to jump into hunting down Magnus. And some of the content creators that were home today, I just got home from work, were able to already run through this. If you want to see that already, I recommend, there's a lot of them out there. McGun 17, Of course, Kazakami Van Doom has a very good video, and there's a lot of clues of where the season's going. So I'm kind of curious. I haven't watched any of them. I've seen them out there. I gave them a like. I appreciated them. I gave them support, but I did not watch the content because I want to kind of do this on my own and kind of see it for myself. So I want to be grinding through that again today, but again, I got early morning in the morning, so don't know how late I can play tonight. So that's what's going on with your manhunt. And look at it one more time. We're going to go over there to the manhunt, and when we go over to Magnus, it's Downtown West, Constitutional Hall, West End, and Roosevelt Island. So the missions are Bank Headquarters, DCD, Federal Emergency Bunker, Roosevelt Island. We got 3 bounties to do and 8 control points. And then, of course, we'll have to do Magnus, which is kind of like doing a bounty on steroids. And by that time, we'll kind of see the end. So in 2 weeks and 6 days, we'll be able to get Cirque, and as soon as we get that, if we've got these other ones already prepped and ready to go, we'll be able to go after Fei Lao. And I will say one more time, it is my hopeful feeling that we'll find out that Fei Lao is deep undercover and has really not turned over to the Black Tusk, and maybe we kill her on accident, maybe something goes wrong, or if she really is bad, maybe she pulls the whole system down and it will be the end of the watch. Now, to me, I hope that means that we'll do like they do in some of the other games, where we're going to get a new level instead of having like last year when we had a DLC and we went to New York and we went from 30 to 40. Hopefully we have another DLC this year and we'll go from 40 to 50. We'll have to grind, which will make all this stuff obsolete again, which will really suck because I've got a lot of maxed out gear. So even though that would be good in some sense, it can be bad in others. But as long as we're continuing the game, that'll make me happy. And definitely, if this season 3 includes some stuff that's coming out, check out Gamey Daddy, check out Rogue Gold, Buzz Lightyear. They all have opinions on if something's coming, if nothing's coming. We all agree that the Star Wars game is not going to come out tomorrow, and probably a year, 2 down the road. Now, it might come out quicker than most games, because remember that when you're doing a Star Wars game, you have the backing of a major studio in Disney, and even better yet, you have all the creative genius that's coming out of Lucas Light, Sound, and Magic and Lucas Games. So not only do you have all the studios in Ubisoft that can work on that game, you also have all the creative genius that's over in Lucas already bringing you content, already bringing you stories, already bringing you a lot of the big part of the game and saying, here it is, this is the time period we want it set in, we want an open world, we want this, you do your thing, but here's the storyline. Where when Massive and Ubisoft did like Assassin's Creed or Division, they're working from scratch, they're working from get-go. But with Disney and Lucas, they already got their vision. Sometimes they already got movie clips. They got, Mustafar. They got all this creative stuff hanging around that they've already made. And when you go into a world like Naboo or Yavin 4 or Dathomar, yeah, I'm a Star Wars geek. It's already made. So it might not take the normal time of a few years. It may be quicker, but it's not going to be tomorrow. So, but check out some of those other content creators on their opinions, and I do hope and pray that some of them are really pointing to maybe a dark zone in New York. There's some data mining that here within that next month or season 3, we're going to come in and we're going to have maybe some of those wishful thinking that the PvP guys have are going to get it. And I hope so. I can take or leave the PvP. I don't get my enjoyment off killing other people. I do want the people that do have that part of the game, that love that part of Division 1. I want that incorporated in the game, so if they do like that, they bring that kind of people back to the game, and we can be back to being, a viable game. Start getting people back up in the thousands on Twitch instead of hundreds. It's bad when, like, just generic games are having more Twitch followers than, or Twitch streamers that day than Division. So I would like to see that back up in the top 10 games, and hopefully they do something to really bring it back. I do believe the next update, the optimization station, will be more viable and cheaper for the average person to use. But until then, you might want to do, like I've always said, get those 4 characters going so you can use this watch to help you out. So with the season, like I say, the only thing that's active right now is Magnus and that 2x multiplier. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to look up some friends that may need a few drops of those exotics, or maybe even some random guys. So if you're on Xbox, look up BYERS65 and jump on board and say you want one of those 14 to 25 that I want to give away this week. And again, we're going to work on that trifecta on all 4 accounts, and that's going to be 12 exotics in itself right there if we pull the trifecta off. Now, I've only did that once, or I think I've done it 3 times since they've had the legendaries and the summit exotics and the shade request. So I've only done it a few times, but this week is going to be kind of a high priority. So this is Bear Essentials. I am Bear Byers. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you in the grind.